Well, now I am thrilled to move on to our next part with the job information essentials and introduce my teammate, Kris. She's a CICP and Vice President of Enterprise Solutions and Partnerships with Handle. What makes Kris such a great addition to our team is that she has truly been where you are. With more than 20 years of experience working for a $20 billion wholesale distributor, she actually built the departments in credit management, risk mitigation, lien law, and debt recovery, and led those teams that worked hands-on in them. She understands the real-world challenges credit professionals face because she has lived them. Kris earned her bachelor's degree from Arizona State University, is a black belt in Six Sigma, and holds the Certified International Credit Professional designation through NACM. She is passionate about sharing what she's learned and helping teams strengthen their processes. Kris, I'm excited to have you here with us today, and I will let you take it from here.
All right, let's get to it. Rock and roll. I'm sure most of the people on this call are very familiar with the job accounts, right? Everyone just nod. Yeah, I figured as much. And why this is so important, much like our plants, putting the right stuff in the pot, let's say, will give you success later on down the line. Give you more, let's call it tools in your toolbox, right? And what does that look like? So I like to call it the 4 W's of job information essentials. It's not rocket science, right? So who's the owner of the project? That's probably the hardest one for you all to capture. It's something that at Handle we excel at. We have the proper tools and equipment to make sure that we're nailing that every time. Why is that important? It's important because most states, as you guys know, require some sort of notification to that property owner when you're trying to maintain your lien rights, right? Makes sense? Yep. Next up is that legal description. It's super important, as you guys also probably know, to make sure that you're sending the information to the correct property as well, obviously, as the owner. Again, that's at Handle research that we can help you guys with. When those two things, either of those things are messed up, you will typically lose your lien rights. It's why it's so incredibly important to get it right and get it right the first time. Next important thing, when did it start, right? When was your material, equipment, whatever it is, when did it first, when was it first furnished on the property, right? That I find from a practitioner standpoint can be a little more tricky sometimes. It's when is receipt? A lot of the times jobs are put on like one big account, which can make it a little more problematic to sort this stuff out, right? In any event, it's crucial, again, that the right furnishing date is recorded. Again, if that date is wrong, you run the risk of not having your lien rights. Same thing with your last date of furnishing. Why is that so important? It's important because it's going to give you the timeline on, excuse me, your deadlines for filing your lien. And as you guys also know, that varies by state. Again, very crucial. If you are outside of those timelines, you will not maintain your lien rights, right? And then the last thing is, which documents are required. So equally as important is making sure that we understand, is this a public job? Is this a private job? Those are probably the two biggest ones, right? Because if you think of it from like a decision tree, you have different paths that you need to take depending on what type of job it is, right? Makes sense? And as such, that also means that you have potentially different forms that you need to fill out and send out in order to maintain your lien rights. Does that make sense? So at the end of the day, all of what I've discussed, it can be very, let's call it challenging for you guys as practitioners to get. Why? Because you're typically the middleman, right? So usually you'll get a request from your service provider, hey, I can't find this information. Your next step typically is to either go to that branch's manager. A lot of the times it's sales, right? Because they're closest to the customer. And then you're now relying on that timeline to get the information back. So we at Handle recognize that that's definitely a challenge, and keep plugging away here for us, but also something that we can help you with from a service perspective. Does anyone have any questions with what I've discussed?
I'll drop a quick note on that. You will be receiving a copy of a blank job information sheet form in the follow-up email as well, so you can have something to use if you don't have one already.
Absolutely. And we're here as a resource too. So anything that we can do to help, we're all about it. Kind of touched on this earlier. How come this is so important? And again, this is obviously a business decision, right? What your business wants to perfect or not. In general terms, it provides you, so without it, what do you have? Typically, you'll have a credit app. So that's breach of contract when you go to mitigate loss to your company, right? By maintaining lien rights, you're adding another level in your toolbox, and also consider you have more rights if they were to declare bankruptcy without these, and you just have a credit app. You're kind of up a creek, if you will. Best practices, again, that's really up to the business. Of course, Handle is always going to suggest that you maintain lien rights wherever you can.
Okay, Kris,
questions
I had a
about
question
that?
come through.
Yeah.
Yes. Can you elaborate on how it helps you with a bankruptcy?
Yes, because you are considered a secured creditor, right? So when you don't have that, you're not considered a secured creditor. And that's a good point, Lori. Maybe we put it together another oopsie buckets. What happens when bankruptcy is? Like, how can you best prepare yourself to make sure that you're not getting the raw end of the deal? Let's put it that way, right? Because believe it or not, as credit practitioners, you do have some rights in that arena. And especially if you are setting the foundation, you can't see my paw. There we go. Well, so that when you get to that point, you have those options. I like to think of it as like a conveyor belt. You put a box in the start of it, and then the pieces that you add by the time you get to the package. If something were to go wrong, you should be able to open up that package and have several avenues to mitigate your loss. That's the ideal world. Did that answer your question? I hope.
Yes.
Awesome. It's kind of reiterating what I've said. Lien rights need consistent data and collections, timely action. What that means too is all information collected is due to a point in time, right? And sometimes as time goes on, we can recognize that things change. What would be a good example? A lot of the times at Handle, when we get a job in, let's say to start research on, to maintain lien rights on, and it's a public job, that bond information becomes very important, right? A lot of our partners don't have bond information at the onset of the job, but they'll get it within a few weeks, right? Those are important things to continue to add to that packet, if you will, to ensure that you are maintaining those lien rights, because the worst case scenario would be you get to the end of the line, you are like, wowzers, this is no longer a customer, this is a debtor, I'm trying to mitigate loss to my company, and you don't have the tools that you need to make you the most successful. I feel like that was a very long answer for something that should have been short.
No, I mean, just
It was
like we were
great.
saying, getting it up front, I mean, it makes it so much easier than trying to get it out on the backside.
100%. What else?
Does anyone have any questions in regards to the information you need for a job sheet, or any questions for Kris? Awesome. Well, thank you again, everybody. Hope you enjoy your succulents. Make sure you get those watered a couple tablespoons, and we'll see you in the next one.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you guys very much.
Thank you.
Bye.